Oh, you've done it now, Johnny.
Welcome to the Breakdown with Jay and Nell, where we'll discuss all of your NFL and NBA news.
Tap in if you want to get to the breakdown.
Welcome to the Breakdown with Jay and Nell. I'm Jay.
And I'm L.
And today, guys, we're going to give you some little NFL news and rumors. So before we get started, L, how was your week?
My week was good. A lot of long work, long days, late nights, long days. How was yours?
It was good. Just work, spend time with family. That's pretty much it.
They never go wrong with that.
Yep. But man, we got a lot of news to cover today that happened throughout the week. So first thing we're going to touch on is the Atlanta Falcons. They have placed a franchise tag on Kyle Pitts, which is worth $14 million. But do you believe they'll reach a long-term deal with Kyle Pitts?
They could, but it would depend on how productive he is this upcoming season. If he's super productive, yeah, they're going to give it to him. If he doesn't produce, they're going to ship him out somewhere.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is like another prove it type year. You have to put up the big numbers. This is the only second time he has done that throughout his career. This is his second best season behind his rookie year. His rookie year, he really broke out. He put big numbers during his rookie year. Now the deadline to reach long-term deal with franchise tag players is July 15th. So, but I think he's going to play on the tag. Atlanta wants to see if he can replicate what he did this past season.
I agree.
Another thing, Atlanta Falcons, it's not official, but they have stated that they're going to release Kirk Cousins once the free agency period starts on March 11th. So what are your thoughts about that?
They should have been did that. They knew he wasn't the solution. But you wanted to give that man all that money for nothing, basically. He
Yeah,
didn't produce. And again, he probably was injured, but still, you took a risk on somebody that you knew wasn't worth the risk.
yeah,
The reward wasn't worth the money.
yeah. Um, yeah, I didn't understand it at all when they did sign him to the contract. And then, like, the same year you sign him to the contract, you draft Michael Penix. So it was like, it didn't really make sense. I was like, why go take a quarterback that high and you just signed Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, that whole process was really dumb to me.
Anyway, this season, and he started like the last few games the season before. So it's like, I don't know what their thought process was when they were thinking about that, but it didn't make sense when they signed to the deal in the first place. But I think he can still be a solid quarterback in this league, and there are definitely going to be teams lining up to sign him.
Miami should be the first spot. Go ahead and get rid of Tua. He ain't worth the headache. Or, if you're going to do that, medically retire him.
Yeah, I mean, I would go like if I'm like a veteran quarterback, I would go to a place like Miami, just because they rebuilding and say he be stuck in the same situation he is in Atlanta, like they draft a quarterback high, and then the quarterback eventually either beats him out or he gets injured, and and the rookie takes over, and then he doesn't get his job back. So it's like I'm not gonna put myself through that situation again. I can see him at a place like Pittsburgh, which they don't have a quarterback right now. Don't know if Aaron Rodgers coming back or not. The
Or
Vikings, the Vikings, you
yeah,
don't know what you're gonna do with.
that's how I was gonna say. He might go ahead and go back to Minnesota.
Yeah, that's what I told somebody on our social media page. She was like, "Nah, bro." I was like, "I don't think Minnesota trusts JJ right now." So, and Aaron
They
Rodgers
don't.
probably be.
Well, they don't.
I mean, Kirk Cousins will probably be the best quarterback that you can get right now
Yeah,
until
you already don't
JJ.
lost one good quarterback in Sam Darnold. You might well go ahead and get back somebody that can at least produce well for you. He wasn't the greatest, but he did well enough.
Yeah, that's the only news we have on Atlanta for this week. Um, we're gonna shift gears. We're gonna talk about the Cowboys. They did sign Javante Williams to a 3-year, $24 million contract. So, what do you think about that?
Good. That's what they were supposed to do. Now give that same contract maybe a year more to George Pickens and see how that works out. Like you want to be this perennial team, but you're not putting your money where your mouth is. You got
Yeah,
Dak 60 million. He ain't worth 60 million. He's good in the regular season, yeah, but in the playoffs, dumpster juice. TD, I can understand. He worth it. But I wouldn't have paid him 60 million.
yeah. Uh, yeah, he deserves his money. I don't know why. Some of my fans, that's why I hate our fan base sometimes because they don't. I don't know what they be thinking about, but some people didn't like the deal, and I was like, he's not making that much money. Like 8 million per year, 8 times 3, that's 24 million. That's not bad for a starting running back. It's running backs out here that's making more than Javante Williams, and y'all complaining about him. Like he had a great season. He had a breakout season. He rushed over 1,000 yards. He stayed healthy for the most part. He just got gassed at the end of the season, and that's another thing I'm interested in seeing is how they're going to occupy that backup running back spot. I know we have Jadon Blue, but we need to see more from him. But I like the signing from Javante Williams. He's a hard runner, physical, and he balanced out that Cowboys offense.
That's how you ask for really is to be balanced out. That's it. That's how you want in the long run.
Yep. All right. We're gonna stick with the Cowboys on here. They did place the franchise tag on George Pickens. It's official now. The deadline to tag players was March 3rd, so they had to place the tag on them. What are your thoughts about that?
Good. If you want to put him on a long term deal, don't be scared. He produced well for you. That's what you got him for, right? To be a complimentary piece to CD Lamb. Pay the man.
Yeah, I like it. I like if they're actually trying to work out a long term deal. I like this move because if he didn't place the tag on him, he's a free agent. He could just go like whenever. Like the first team that calls him up and offers him the big money, he'll take it. But since he has the tag, he's under our control. So if any team wants to, I mean, teams can offer him an offer sheet, but the Cowboys have 5 days to match it. And if they don't match it, then he signs with that team, and that team has to forfeit 2 of their first round draft picks.
Mm.
So this scenario is kind of win-win. I mean, I'm gonna hate it if we do lose him, but at least you're getting something back in return if he does sign someone else and you don't match their offer sheet.
Gotcha.
But sign the man. We had a top 5 offense this past season. Best receiving room that we have had in a while. CD has his Robin or whatever you if you want to make CD the Robin and Pickens the Batman, whatever. But they're a nice 1-2 punch at your receiver position, so we got to keep them.
Yeah, I agree. They are one two punch. But good with that.
Yep. I'm sorry to bombard y'all with Cowboys news, but that seems like what's the most going on right now. But we're gonna talk about Brandon Aubrey. Um, it's been reported that the Cowboys offered Brandon Aubrey the highest paid kicker contract in the NFL. It's been reports and that's false. And it's also rumors that Brandon Aubrey wants 10 million a year. So, what are your thoughts about that?
He worth it. He's the most accurate kicker in the league right now. He's worth it.
So you'll pay your kicker $10 million?
If he's the most accurate, yes.
Okay.
Clearly you
Um.
think so, but because your tone said that. But what would you pay him?
Well, I would have paid him $10 million, and currently the highest kicker right now that's getting paid is Kansas City Chiefs kicker Harrison Butker. He's making $6 million a year. So I either pay him $7 or $8 million, but I won't pay him $10 million. That's too much.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a kicker, bro. If
And
if he's getting if he's getting paid $10 million while your starting running back is only getting paid 8, then that's a disrespect to your starting running back.
Jerry has done worse.
I know he has, but this would be very idiotic if you
Okay.
pay.
Let me ask you this. Say you don't pay him that 10 mil, right? But he
Yeah,
goes to Washington and he gets that 10 mil. Then what you do? Now you're like, dang. Or not in Washington. He goes someplace else that pays him that 10 mil. Now you're really butthurt because you done lost out on a kicker, on a great kicker, when you could have just paid the man.
I get what you're coming from, but with the position we in and our defense, I want to spend as much money as I can on that side of the ball. If we taking away, say we can use that $10 million on defense, and you give it to Brandon Aubrey, then you're short on your spending and fair to see on defense. I'm not saying he's not worth it, but I'm just saying the current position the Cowboys are in is not sensible to give your kicker $10 million per year when you have needs on your defense.
You've always had need on your defense. This isn't the first year y'all had need on your defense. Y'all constantly, year in, year out, y'all have need on defense, right? Defense is
Yeah,
y'all weakness. Y'all have a great offense, but y'all have a horrible defense. So this isn't nothing new.
that's what I'm saying. It won't make sense to spend $10 million on a kicker.
If you constantly have bad defense, that ain't gonna change nothing. You still need a kicker that's gonna get you your points.
Yeah, but you can't solely depend on your kicker to win you games. That's where we mess up at.
I agree, but that's what y'all have been going through.
I know, but
So
I'm saying they
if you
shouldn't do
need,
it.
it's applying to men, right? So
Yeah,
if I'm the most accurate kicker out there, my demand's gonna go up. You not gonna find another accurate kicker like that, not as good as he is. They may be something that are accurate, but they ain't gonna be hitting where he hitting on. Who was the
yeah,
most accurate boy? Who? Justin Tucker? Was he where he at? And before that, who was that? Adam Vinatieri?
yeah.
So you get what I'm saying? Like the the chances of getting a accurate kicker is slim.
I get what you're saying, but like we just got through talking about George Pickens. you can use some of that money to pay George Pickens. Like you, that's what I'm saying. Like the $10 million is coming from somewhere. It's going to hurt you somewhere. That's what I'm
Okay,
basically
so how
saying.
about this? Okay, so then if you do it like that, okay, cool. Do it in incentives.
I mean, they could do that, but I don't know if they will.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you're not gonna do it outright, then make it in the contract where he gets it, but it's within your parameters. He got to hit five. He got to hit 5 for 5. You know what I mean? 10 for 10, or you know what I mean? He got to like help us get to the playoffs. You get what I'm saying? Like make it
Yeah,
worthwhile.
yeah, I get what you're saying. All right, well, that was a nice little segment, but we're gonna move on. You guys, y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments. Do you think they should pay him the $10 million or not? But let's move over to your 49ers. It's been reported that Trent Williams wants a new contract with the 49ers, and right now they're at a disagreement. So how do you feel that's going to work out?
You always disagree when it comes to large sums of money, but it can be agreed upon. It's not the end of the world. It can be agreed upon. It's still early, so you can still divvy the money out and get it together. But he's gonna get paid. It may not be like what he was hoping for, like what he thought he was gonna get, but he gonna get at least close to it.
Yeah, so this is the last year of his contract that he's on right now. He'll be a free agent next year, so he's looking for an extension. Right now, he's getting paid 22 million right now. So I don't know what type of number he's looking for. But I definitely feel like they should pay him. I know he's older. He's 38 years old, but he's a crucial piece to the offensive line. That's your best offensive lineman. Um, Even though he gets injured a lot, but I mean he's getting older, so that's kind of somewhat expected.
Yeah,
But
but
I think y'all go eventually, like you said, they're gonna come to terms
yeah,
on the extension. So
they definitely gonna do that because we need him. Of course, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It may not, like I said, it may not be like what he getting now, but it may be like a hair off, or maybe like a cent less, or something like that. Maybe a dollar or two off, but it's gonna be close.
yeah. Um. Let's see what else. Uh. Oh, former Arizona Cardinals, current Minnesota Vikings player Rondell Moore has passed away. He passed away last week. What are your thoughts about that?
First and foremost, condolences to his family and his loved ones. It's sad, man. It's crazy how we have more and more NFL players losing their lives, and not
Yeah,
just in the NFL, but just in general, people are losing their lives, and you never know what a person's going through. You know, so sometimes we tend to be a little bit more, oh, they're a millionaire, they should be this, they should be that. But yeah, I'm a millionaire, but I got everybody hands out. You know what I mean? Everybody hands out. I may not have what you're looking for right now.
yeah. Um, like you said, condolences to the family. He's only 25 years old, very young. Um, I think we as fans, I think sometimes, like you said, we don't look at them as humans. We look at them as celebrities, and they're humans just like us. Just cause they make more money than us, it doesn't really make them any different. They're humans. They have feelings. They have emotions. They go through things in life just like how we do. Um, no telling what was going through in his mind or going on in his life. Um, I just we just have to be kind to each other. Um, I know we as fans sometimes we could be harsh. We like to call players bust, or we like to say they trash. But honestly, you don't know what that player had to go through to get to where they are now, and how they're able to deal with whatever they're dealing with right now. So prayers to the family. Um, make sure you always check your sure on. Make sure you always check on your loved ones. Sorry. Um, I know I check on mine as much as I can. I tell them I love them, see how they're doing, see where their head's at. Sometimes it just takes a phone call or a text message away from saving a life. That's all I'm going to say.
I agree wholeheartedly with what all you just said.
All right. The last thing I have for us to talk about is Anthony Richardson. The Indianapolis Colts granted him to seek a trade. So, what are your thoughts about Anthony Richardson? And do you believe he's a bust?
No, I don't think he's a bust. I don't think he fits that system. And he was too high pick. He was too high of a draft pick. But he's not a bust. But he's too high of a draft pick for that particular for him.
Yeah, I was surprised they drafted him that high. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Because look at what Kirk Cousins was able to do. I mean, not Kirk, not Kirk Cousins, Daniel Jones. Look at what Daniel Jones was able to do. Everybody labeled him a bust and trash and all of that, myself included. Man, he's done great wonders with the right system. And all it takes is the right system.
Yeah, we've seen that with Daniel Jones. We've seen it with Sam Darnold. Um, yeah, he's still young. He's only 23 years old. I'm not gonna say he's a bust, like you said. I do believe the coach drafted him too high. Um, he was a very raw talent coming in. He wasn't fully polished as a quarterback. I don't think he should have been picked that high and being thrusted into the starting quarterback role for them. I felt like they should have went the veteran. Feel like they should have went the veteran route and have him sit behind a veteran for a couple of years and then see what you have on them. But I'm excited for him to be able to get a fresh start. Like we just mentioned, the Sam Darnolds of the world, Daniel Jones of the world. Like you could turn around your career if you just get with the right coach and the right organization. Um, I'm not going to mention my landing spots because I like to keep stuff like that for social media content. Where do you feel like you can see him going?
Pittsburgh, the Jets,
Yeah, both of those teams definitely need quarterbacks, and
Miami.
he's still he's still young. Yeah, Miami, that could be a good fit too. It's
Everybody
there's a
else is
number of
kind of,
places he could go.
or Arizona, but
Yeah,
everybody else is pretty much solidified in their quarterback position.
yeah, um, yeah. So stay tuned for that. Um, Now these news reports starting to come out about some of these players that want to be traded. Um, I will be start. I will start dropping landing spot videos with free agency about to start. So like it's coming in fast and furious. Like it's news. It's so much news dropping. But we will try to keep you as updated as much as we can. We appreciate y'all listening and watching the show. Make sure you follow on all social media accounts. Um, tell a family, tell a family member, tell a friend. Is there anything else you want to add, Il?
Thank you for your continued support. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with us. And we'll see y'all next time.
Yeah, we'll see y'all in the next one.